You were there before the world began. Before kingdoms, you are above all thrones. You're above all wonders the world has ever known. Of all wealth, all the treasures of the earth, there is no way to measure what you're worth. Oh, you were crucified and you were laid behind the stone. Lord, you lived to die. You were rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall. You thought of me above all, for you were crucified. You laid behind the stone. Lord, you lived to die. You were rejected and alone, like a rose. You were trampled on the ground. Lord, you took the fall because you thought of me above all. You know, the Lord told me that the reason why He is dealing with husbands and the authority of husbands in Christ is because the man is the head, and if he gets it wrong, it doesn't matter how hard we try to get it right in other places. This is how critical Christ's leadership is for us as His bride. Someone said something to me recently that if care is not taken, the church is going into a hellhole. And my immediate response was, Christ has paid the price, interestingly enough, to ensure that the church does not end up in a hell hole. The price a godly man is willing to pay for his family is enough in God's wisdom. Is enough. Is enough to clean his wife. Is enough to set his children in order. It doesn't matter how hard the woman will try. If the man is not aligned with God's will, unless these children are introduced to the concept of the father, the good father, a bad husband creates a void in the lives of his children. And no amount of preaching will solve that except the children are reconciled with the true nature of a good husband and a father. This is why he is dealing with the authority of husbands. And I am only grateful to God that among all the things that we can talk about, he has decided that this should be the focus.
Yes.
What does that tell us then? Does it suggest that husbands are under attack? That they should not play the godly role that God has instituted for them? Like a rose, he was trampled on the ground. Can a husband become so willing to be trampled upon by his wife because he thought of me above all? Because he has understood the authority he has in Christ. And he will understand that that place of weakness is his place of strength to reconcile his wife back to God. And the Lord said to me, what I am saying, that the importance of this emphasis is because of the coming attack. I speak as a watchman.
Coming attack.
A coming attack. The church of God has to become conscious that we are a militant church, a victorious church in Christ, a militant church. Why a militant church? A people continuously engaged in warfare, not flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, rulers of the darkness of this world, and spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. Sometimes it just takes us thinking with a little bit of strategy. If the enemy wants to encroach into the church, where would be his most effective attack except the family unit? If you get the family unit, you get the entire nation.
The Bible says, strike the shepherd,
and the sheep
will scatter.
will scatter. The Lord will allow an attack in order to prove his word is true. We have not been promised that we will have an attackless Christian life. On the contrary, We are admonished as soldiers of Christ not to be engaged with the affairs of this world in order to please the one who has called us. We are admonished to put on the full armor of God. And on and on and on. We are admonished that the devil, as a roaring lion, moves to and fro, seeking.
He's relentless.
Yes. Seeking. On and on and on.